Hello, Stephanie here again. We're continuing our video preparation, talking about product research and preparation. Today we're going to be talking about preparing to record a video. We are going to be recording a video, and I'm going to be sharing with you some free ways to get started. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. You can actually do these free. One of the reasons we're doing video marketing in the first place is that we're trying to teach you how to do free traffic, get free traffic to your offer. So along with that and keeping that in mind, I'm going to share with you some free tools that you can use, as well as some upgraded tools as well, and I'll share with you exactly what I'm using. So let's jump right into it. Here are some software resources for your software. The first software I'm going to be sharing with you today is called Screencast-O-Matic. Now, this is the way for you to actually record your video to be uploaded to the internet. Screencast-O-Matic it has a couple of versions. It has a free version as well as an upgraded version. You can actually go out to Screencast-O-Matic and record on their website. That's not really what I would recommend. I'd recommend you doing it from your computer, and I'd actually recommend doing some sort of PowerPoint or Keynote presentation. So even the free version of Screencast-O-Matic, I would recommend that you go ahead and download it to your computer. It is available for both. PC and Mac, which I was pretty excited because I use a Mac, and a lot of times software is not available for Mac. But I recommend you go ahead and get the upgraded version if you can. Now, you can do it for the free version, that's fine. But the upgraded version is only $15 a year, so that's pretty darn cheap. The difference between the free version and the upgraded version is the upgraded version does not have their Screencast-O-Matic watermark on your videos. And what that simply means is that if you use the free version, that's fine, that you are actually on all of your videos, you will be having their advertising on it. So you'll will be advertising for them on all of your videos. That's kind of the trade-off for using it for free. The other advantage is when you get the upgraded version, not only will their watermark be taken off, but also you have a few more editing tools. And even though that sounds kind of crazy and I don't know how to do that, if you're just getting started, I get that because that's where I was when I first got started. I went, oh, all this is brand new to me. You're scaring me. But as you go along and the more you do it, it does have some editing tools that you'll want to use. You'll want to be able to learn how to use. So if you're going to use Screencast-O-Matic, I'd go ahead and download it to your computer. And I would also go ahead and get the upgraded version. It's only $15 a year. And I don't personally use Screencast-O-Matic, but I know a lot of people that do, and they really, really like it, and they speak highly of it. So if you're wanting to start with a free version of recording software, this is a good place to start. The next one is Camtasia. I've not personally used Camtasia. It's a more powerful tool. I don't know what the current price of Camtasia quite honestly is, but I do know that it has a lot more editing capabilities. It will create a little bit more professional looking videos. So if you're looking to make a few more professional videos, you might consider upgrading to Camtasia. I believe they do have a version for both PC and Mac. I know most of you may be on a PC, but I think they do have a version for Mac as well. And it's a great tool. Again, another one I've not personally used, but I've heard a lot of good things about it as well. A good friend of mine uses Camtasia, and he really likes it. The one that I'm using is ScreenFlow. It's also not free. If you want to stick with free, you need to stick with Screencast-O-Matic. But ScreenFlow I personally use. I didn't know about Screencast-O-Matic when I first got started in the industry 3 years ago, or probably I would have started there because I was trying to start dirt cheap, dirt free. So I probably would have started with Screencast-O-Matic. But I went ahead and got ScreenFlow and have been really happy with it ever since. It's had several upgrades, of course, since I first purchased it, and I went ahead and got the uploads as well. Screencast-Flow is great because it has some little advanced features that you can actually edit your videos. And again, this may sound like above your head for right now if you're just getting started. I understand that, but you really are. It won't take long. It won't take but just a few videos, and you'll realize that you really wish you could edit. That you want to take that out, or you want to add that. You can actually add links on it, and you can add images on top of your recorded video. You can do a lot of things with it. So I really would recommend when you have the opportunity to upgrade to either Screencast-O-Matic, the paid version or get Camtasia or ScreenFlow. They're all great products. Then the other thing I think you want to do is you really need to, when you're using these recorded softwares, I want you to get comfortable with showing your face. You'll notice in this video I'm showing you a little part of the screen is me. You need to get out of your comfort zone, and you'll want to do that at some time, because I want you to remember that people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And so even though you don't know me, you and I are already building a relationship. If you saw me down the street, even though I don't know you from Adam, you may walk up right to me and feel like you've known me for years because you've been following me on YouTube or following me in other locations, because you hear my voice and you see my face all the time. Kind of like being a celebrity. Well, you want to do that for your own business as well. But if you want to just start out with a PowerPoint, that's fine. A PowerPoint, of course, is for PC, or Keynote is for the Macs. I have a Mac, that's why I keep referring to Keynotes and the Mac software, because that's what I have. But you want to use some sort of presentation when you're doing your product reviews. So another product that you're going to probably want, if you don't want to go out and purchase PowerPoint, or if you don't already have PowerPoint, you can actually go to hippo.com. I've got it listed there for you on your screen. That's a good place for you to find a lot of different free product applications out there. You can, but OpenOffice is one of them. It's a free version of a PowerPoint presentation, so you can download that, download that, and download it to your computer, to your PC. And again, this is for PCs only, but you can go down and download that for on your PC, and you can have access to a free PowerPoint and create a PowerPoint. Or you may want to go ahead, if you're on your Mac, you might go ahead and use Keynote. And you'll want to go ahead and purchase that. If you don't already have it, you're going to want to purchase that at some point, because you're going to be doing so much, you want to have your own stuff. Okay, so that's the resources: Screencast-O-Matic, Camtasia, ScreenFlow, and OpenOffice. Again, you can get OpenOffice for free. Screencast-O-Matic, you can use the free version. So those are a couple of options if they're dirt cheap, but you don't have any money, because I don't want any excuses for you not to get started. So now we're going to talk about the presentations themselves. One of the mistakes that I see, if you're not going to show your face like I'm showing in this video presentation today, at the very least on your opening page of your PowerPoint presentations, you want to make sure you put an image of yourself. And some of the mistakes that I see make from other people is they use an image, but the image file is too small. Now let me be blatantly honest with you. The image that I've used on here I don't like. It's actually not big enough, and it's already blurred. So I need to get a better image of myself. I just haven't done it. But you need to get another image. Too often I see people that put their image on their PowerPoint presentations, but the images are so small you can't see that. Your image needs to be at least a quarter or a third size of your page, again, so people can see you. And then of course you want to leave the link to your address to your website. Now this happens to be my training site. You guys have already been on it. That's my training site. If you have an opportunity and once you get there, you probably want to do a training site, because that way you'll have all the tools and you can market. If you change products or you change opportunities, you can always just have the same website and just market different opportunities. Okay, of course then we're going to talk about the product itself. In a different video I'll talk about we've already picked a product. We talked about how to review it. I'll even provide with you later a script on what you can use. But I want to talk about on the PowerPoint what you need to do as far as talking about your opportunity. When you're talking about your opportunity, before you start talking at all, you need to talk about your backstory. In other words, talk about you. Again, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. They want to know you're a real person. And you don't want to make it real long. Make it short. People have their attention spans are like a nanosecond. Your backstory. My backstory very quickly is I was in the pest control industry. I want to learn how to market my pest control business online. I tripped over a free opportunity to make money from home, and 3 years later, here I am spending more time on my online business than my pest control business. They also want to know how the product that your opportunity will benefit them. Again, it's not about you. It's about how it's going to benefit the person that's actually watching the video. You want to give the features of the short, and this does not have to be very long. You're going to see in my example script, it does not have to be very long, but people need to know what the features are and how it's going to benefit them. And then you want to very briefly to wrap it up by telling them. Then you want to wrap it up by telling your audience why your opportunity is different than the one that you're looking at. That's it for this portion of the training. I hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next video.